What is going on YouTube? Hayden here, and in today's episode we are going to be looking at XRP, Solana, Ethereum, Bitcoin, QQQ, and the S&P 500. Now, I wasn't able to get a video out because I was on the road traveling for majority of the day from Arizona to San Diego, which I'll be until the weekend, so maybe Monday or probably Tuesday. Videos will start coming out at normal time on Eastern Standard Time instead of like Pacific time, and they won't be random or sporadic, or I won't be missing days, so definitely excited for that. But in the event of yesterday, we've seen a bit of consolidation and weird things happen, but honestly today seems to be better than the previous ones. But there's a lot of things to go over and a lot of things to cover in today's episode. Like just starting with XRP, you can see yesterday we managed to close above resistance again. This is now attempt number 2 at closing above a massive descending broadening wedge, which is quite interesting if you ask me. This is now number 2. We'll go in depth on this again, if whether or not this is going to be a bull trap or we'll actually have the ability to continue our ascent, as this is a beautiful bull flag formation here, and they typically break to the upside. Or sorry, it's a typical descending broadening wedge that breaks to the upside here. So we're going to be looking at XRP in depth for the possibility. I think we're going to have to adjust the Solana chart just a hair, and I'll show you guys that in a minute. We're going to be looking at Ethereum here, which has managed to breach this downtrend that we've drawn here, and we're starting to float back to the upside, which is definitely a good sign. Bitcoin is on the up and up here. QQQ looks to be doing the same. Stock market as well. That may have been the bottom that the market was seeing, which wasn't terrible. I mean, at its most, it was only down about 10%, and now we're pretty much down 7%. So if you manage to get in at the bottom here, it's a good time to just put a little nibble into the market. Getting things at a 10% discount isn't the best, but neither is it the worst. So it was a good thing to just get in at like an entry point here. But with that being said, definitely make sure to smash that like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and let's get right into today's episode. So guys, before I forget, BYDFi is still doing their trading competition here where you guys can earn weekly rewards of up to $300 in free bonus cryptocurrency, as well as at the end of the competition, which is April 1st, which is just in 10 to 11 days, they are going to be doing the giveaway or the rest picking winners for the trading volume. Somebody will get 300, and that same person could also be going and receiving the ROI ranking rewards, $500, $300, and $200. So first, second, and third place for ROI ranking will get some free bonus cryptocurrency as well, deposited directly into their account. This is for the minimum trading of eligible users above 100K, which is extremely easy to hit. And it's for anybody that decides to sign up at the link down in the description below or has signed up in the past 3, 4 years, doesn't even matter. If you've ever signed up for that, you're automatically entered in this to win some free crypto, which is also super cool. I'll share with you the next winner later on once BYDFi sends that over to me, but we'll talk about BYDFi more later on in today's episode. But you can see yesterday we were talking about the possibility of it happening again, with history repeating as we are creating these kind of breakdowns. And you can see I've drawn here in this kind of yellow band, we have this uptrend consistently here, and here we are hitting that resistance, and we could correct down or finally break through it, which is what I think is starting to take place and what I want to share and go over with you. But before I do, I want to just briefly look at the coin market cap, get a good understanding. 31 on the fear and greed index, definitely better than 17 in extreme fear, but that really marked the bottom buy-in opportunity for not only like crypto but also the stock market and QQQ. Everything was undervalued and oversold right around the the Thursday of the 13th, so about a week ago exactly, here was the lowest point. I think even, stock market lowest point the 13th, and even for like Ethereum, it was right around the 13th as well. XRP right around, not so much the 13th, but around the 11th here. So lots of things to go over and explain in today's episode, but you can see for the most part, we're up about 5 to 8% for the week, but 24 hours, we're kind of doing all right, maybe 1 to 2%. Yeah, 1.5% here. We're slowly coming up, slowly on the up and up, but nothing to really write home about here. But starting off with XRP, you could see clear as day that we are in this kind of descending broadening wedge. Descending broadening wedge patterns typically form a possible chance to buy either after a downtrend or within an ongoing uptrend here. And you can see by pulling this up, this is what the typical descending broadening wedge looks like. So we're on this lower high, lower low pattern with the target range and confirmation above that resistance. So you can see here, lower high, lower low pattern, target range. They put it at the first point of entry here. So like for XRP, That's a little tougher because these kind of fall into it, they show. A lot of these fall into it. Do we have XRP falling in? No, XRP looks more like a bull flag. I think a lot of these cryptos are all bull flags actually here. So maybe not so much descending broadening wedge, but more of bull flag crypto. Something like this is actually what looks more or less like what we're forming here, which is a corrective wave down, followed by a new wave, a new flag to the upside that typically forms after that impulsive wave. And you can see here, we enter it bullish. So unlike XRP, you can see we entered it bullish, formed this kind of lower high, lower low pattern. We found the support right around $2.02. Double bottomed off that and are starting to head back up. And now we've breached it yet again. And I think this moving average is holding up very nicely for us as a support. And hopefully we'll be able to now rebound off. What we are truly looking for is this. This is what I expect to see happen because, or maybe a little smaller, because ideally this is a head and shoulders. You can see what I think is going to form. Here's the shoulder, here's the head. We're now looking to form the second shoulder. And then what we can see here is the neckline. And what we're looking for is one last run and then a dump back down. That's typically the pattern that we've been talking about here and what is expected and anticipated to take place for XRP and a lot of these cryptocurrencies, to be honest with you. Just a small little blip the last quarter and then a dump for the next couple of months, if not years. I know it's going to sound crazy here, but that's what we're looking for. And it could be starting at this moment. Definitely exciting. This would have, yielded a buying opportunity, but it seems like we're held up on something. I really want to see, is it possible to extend it? It doesn't really look like it wants to, but this could be that buying opportunity. Now you can see on XRP or on BYDFi, I'm pulling up XRP. We've also been tracking it over here. And I just want to see if it's doable. And I don't think it is, which is the interesting part. This is it, and we finally confirmed a breach above it, but we're getting a little bit, ahead of ourselves, or a bit hitting a bit of turbulence, resistance with this. What is this? A 99-day moving average? We seem to have a problem zone there. I'll zoom in a little bit for us. You can see kind of it being a little problematic here, but ideally we've breached it, or we're starting to at the minimum. And I do believe that this descending fractal will lead us to a second break. You can see the shoulder, the head again. We're looking for that next shoulder. It was a terrible drawing, but you can kind of get my point here on XRP, and that's pretty much what we're looking for is the next run to the upside like this. Now, obviously, make sure to take advantage of this on BYDFi. This is what we plan on doing when XRP decides to see that run, when we get a little more volume. And we see that rally, we'll be taking advantage of it, buying in long, and trading it on BYDFi, the #1 cryptocurrency leveraging exchange that I like to use here on the channel. Buy long, sell short, leverage trade, create stop losses, take profits. Everything you'd want is offered on BYDFi. And not only do they have the trading competition, but they even have for anyone, if you don't like competitions, they have a way for you guys to earn up to $8,100 in free bonus cryptocurrency by signing up and completing the tasks down here. They even have daily rewards. That was a new user welcome reward, but they have daily rewards that reset every day, exclusive rewards, and hot rewards for you guys to take advantage of. And then my favorite part is they have right over here under derivatives a demo trading account, which gives you $50K in demo money to practice trading your skills, get familiar with the exchange, learn how to use the website, learn how to trade, obviously, stay sharp if you're conservative like me. So trading consistently, but on a demo account allows you to kind of get familiar with what type of trader you are and if it's even worth doing it. Or if you're going to make, negative trades consistently and lose all your money, then on the demo account, you might not want to do it in real life. But if you can make positive trades, then you might have something going for you. But moving forward from that, an XRP here, Solana, quite interesting, but it almost looks like I want to do this. I know that's crazy, but we could extend it down a little bit. I don't know. But certainly looks like we're consolidating out. So it wouldn't hurt if we just extended it like this and we're hitting that resistance again. We're just looking for a breach above this price ceiling in green. And then I would very likely expect to see a recovery back up to moving average here. Otherwise, it's another dump. But this is a very easy, obvious fractal that we can clearly pay attention to. So we'll know the signs, whether we're going to dump or pump. We'll be able to take advantage of it regardless of which way it decides to move. Ethereum, you can see, is on the up and up. Very interesting. It's almost like it's following the other, the stock market and stuff. Bitcoin is on the up and up. We're waiting for this to fill out. We're in another descending fractal here, and you can see we kind of like to staircase up. And you can see we're doing the same thing, coming back up to moving average. We're looking for a breach above it, but there's always that chance we could flop. QQQ doing the same thing, undervalued, back up to moving average inside a descending fractal low. And same thing with the stock market. So we'll see if we're actually going to head up or we're just going to keep going lower, because it's very possible. It is very possible now we could see one last dump. Don't be fooled by this. This was a good nibble, to get a little piece of the market right over here, but definitely not sinking all the money that you have ready to go in the stock market at this point. This is like put 5 or 10% in of your 100%. And if we fall again, okay, well, here's a 30 or 40% buy-in. And if we fall again, okay, well, here's the rest of it. You can kind of dollar cost average down that way. But that's going to be it for today's video. Definitely make sure to smash that like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.